Hello everyone. I hope all of you are in the pink of your health. You see, we have been looking into very important things which are considered as the golden rules. See, which are required for this materialistic life as well as for the preparation towards mukti. Okay. In this series of videos, we have covered two aspects. Number one is to be in the surrender mode all the time. To whom do we surrender? We surrender ourselves to the God Almighty. Okay, that is one thing. In the second video, we have seen how to be grateful. Gratitude should be the attitude. So we have seen that, and I am sure you all have started practicing this being grateful to everything that is happening in our life. I hope you have started practicing that. Be grateful for each and every small things that happen in our life. Now, in this series, today I am going to introduce you to a very new technique. Many of you might have heard of it. Anyway, I thought I will introduce this also under the golden rules. See, this is about a Hawaiian technique. This is about a Hawaiian technique. Sometimes it is referred to as the Hawaiian prayer. Okay, they take it as a prayer. You know, Hawaii is a small island, and there the people follow this. And its name is Oponopono. Now, this Oponopono is in their language. Okay, that's it is. They have named the prayer like this. That's why we find it difficult to pronounce it. The same thing happens to them also. When we talk about our names and some of the names of some places and some people, they find it very difficult to pronounce. That is how it happens. Anyway, by repeatedly listening to it, you will get the name easily. That is Oponopono. Now, more than going into the root meaning of this word, we are not bothered about the name, how it has been named like this. We are not very much bothered about that. We are bothered about the technique. We want to know what is this prayer and how this prayer or the technique can be used for our improvement in our life. That's all we are bothered about. Okay, and before talking about the technique, I just want to give you a brief account of the background in which we are going to see this. See, what has happened is, see, there was a period where in the mental asylum, mental asylum you have heard of, where the mentally imbalanced people are admitted. So, there was a mental asylum in Hawaii where many people were admitted. They were undergoing treatments, but they could not see any improvement out of their treatment. Then the head of the institution invited a psychiatrist. Psychiatrist, he deals with the psychic repairing method, isn't it? The psychology of the patients is learnt, and he is treating the patient accordingly. So, a psychiatrist was invited to this mental asylum, and the head of the asylum said, look, we have so many people. They are all mentally imbalanced. They are all suffering from some disease at the mental level. Okay, and I request you to treat all of them. I don't care what method you use, somehow please you treat them. Like that he begged the psychiatrist. Then the psychiatrist thought for some time, and then he accepted the challenge. And then he said, okay, you bring the file of all these people. So all the files were brought to him, And in the file, the photo is stuck, and the name and all age and other details will be there, and the full history of their mental ailments is also given. Okay, he said, you leave this file to me, you give the file to me or leave it with me, I will return it after some time. Then they said, okay, fine, no issue. Somehow you please treat these people. They should get cured. That was the request from the head of the asylum. Then this person, this psychiatrist, he took one file, he saw the photo, he read the history, and he kept his hand on the file, and he started saying this prayer. What is this prayer? Hawaiian prayer, Oponopono. See, it has only 4 sentences. What are the sentences? We are really going to study the prayer. Okay, the technique. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. These are the 4 sentences in the Oponopono technique. This doctor, this psychiatrist, he kept his hand on the file of a particular person. At a time, he will take only one file. Okay, and he started repeating this prayer for a long time. Then the next day, he will take another file and he will do the same healing process for that file also. Healing process in the sense, he used to say this prayer. Like that, he went on doing it for all the patients, and miraculously, all of them got cured, and all of them left the asylum. It is not that they were cured 50%, 25%, and so they were still lingering around the asylum. No, all of them got cured, they became perfectly all right, and they left the asylum. When he finished the last file, all the others had already left. So such a miraculous thing happened in the mental asylum. Now think of our situation. By God's grace, we should be thankful to God for having given us a good physical health and a good mental health. We are not mentally imbalanced. Again, the process of giving thanks. We are, compared to so many people who are suffering like anything in the world, we are all well off. We are all far, 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 far better. Isn't it? We are not looking at that brighter side of our life at all. We are not counting the blessings. We are only going on complaining about the life. I don't have this, I don't have that, that fellow is having this, whereas I don't have this. Like that, we are only all the time complaining. We are never seeing the brighter side. We are not counting on our blessings. Okay, so compared to those mentally affected people, we are all far, far better. And so, if we say these 4 sentences again and again, people say, those who have practiced this technique, they say they are getting cured of many, many, many things. See, it is not only the physical ailment. It is not that you are having headache, you say this and it goes. It goes, no doubt. We are physically cured because of this. But more than the physical cure, it is the mental cure. Mentally, when we are upset, if we say this prayer constantly for some time, we are getting rid of the mental ailment. And when the mind is free, when the mind is healthy, the body will be automatically healthy. We have heard of the saying, isn't it? A healthy mind in a healthy body. Both are interrelated. If the physical health is not correct, it affects the mental health. If the mental health is not correct, it affects the physical body. So both are very, very much closely interrelated. and interdependent. So we can say this for ourselves, and we can say it in other situations also. You see, here I have to highlight one important point. Though there are many relationships in our families, we are more attached to some people. We are not attached to some people. We are able to adjust with some. We are unable to tolerate some. Like that, there are so many gradations in that relationship, and relationships also get spoiled because of small misunderstandings, small fights, continuous misunderstanding. It breaks the relationship, and after some time, after so many years, maybe we start regretting that I also should not have talked that way. And such broken relationships, they leave a scar in our mind, isn't it? Especially nowadays, people, they are not able to adjust with others at all. That ego is so high that they don't want to adjust with anyone. And people are not ready to move out of their comfort zone. And they don't like others entering or encroaching into their comfort zone at all. To such an extent that we have become so self-centered. We are unable to think in the shoes of others, isn't it? So, a lot of things happen. Say, so many young couples, newly married people, they go to family court for divorce. The number of divorces keep increasing. The family courts have more cases than all other courts. Why? Because they are unable to adjust with each other. So, and there are many relationships which go on for some time, and for no reason, or for maybe for a solid reason, that relationship is broken once and for all, for the lifetime. And both the parties are affected because of that. And this pain, it leaves a scar in the mind, isn't it? So when all these things happen, we can say this prayer. It is not that these things must happen in our life. I don't mean that at all. These things are happening naturally in everybody's life in some time or the other. Okay, so when such things happen, we can always say this prayer. What is it? I am sorry. Maybe I have talked so much. Maybe I reacted violently. Maybe I could have been a little more understanding. But I did the mistake. I made a mistake. I am sorry. Then please forgive me. I feel sorry about my actions. So please forgive me. Please forgive me. Then the third sentence is, thank you. Thank you for what? Thank you for forgiving me. And after that, I love you. I like you because you have forgiven me. So I like you. See, these 4 sentences. What are the 4 sentences? I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Now, these 4 sentences can be said for our sake, or towards a broken relationship, or for the sake of others. I heard it from a guru, and when I saw it in YouTube, there were many videos on this. People have shared their personal experiences by recite what a lot of changes it has brought in their life by just reciting this prayer, having 4 sentences. It means so much. It means a lot. When I say I am sorry, we regret for our actions. then that itself will bring some solution. So we are going one step ahead and we say, please forgive me. And you will be forgiven. You can ask your Creator, you can ask God, you can ask the Prapancham. Okay, because knowingly or unknowingly, we are doing a lot of mistakes. We are accumulating our negative karmas. We carry a big bag at the back, Sanchita karma, isn't it? So what is Sanchita karma? Throughout our life, that is not in this lifetime, in the past lives, we have knowingly or unknowingly committed a lot of negative karmas and positive karmas. The accumulation of both over the period of our lifetimes in the past and till date, in this Janma, in this lifetime, is known as the Sanchita karma. Okay, so by saying this, we are curing ourselves. We are curing the spoiled relationships. Okay, and it is not said to bring back the relationship. It is not that. That is not the main idea. Okay, say two people, the young couple, went all the way to the family court and got their divorce. Now our aim is not to say this prayer to bring them back. That is none of our business. Okay, they are acting as per their fate and we have no business to interfere in that. Okay, but we can say this prayer to soothe the life, to heal their life, to heal the ill feelings in them. Okay, so these 4 sentences constitute the Oponopono prayer or a technique, and it is very good that we can also heal ourselves, heal our mind, thereby heal our body also by saying these 4 sentences. These 4 sentences are very, very powerful. And nowadays, even small kids, they refuse to say sorry. I am seeing it. They refuse to say sorry. Then, should we talk about the adults? As we grow up, we develop so much of ego. We have become so self-centered that we don't feel like saying sorry. Okay, so we are living in that situation. Okay, so it is always better to say these 4 sentences, and we can keep reciting these things. We can say these things within ourselves. We don't have to declare it to the world. Hey, I learnt about a new technique. I'm going to say it. No need to tell anyone. Now, such things should not be revealed to others. See, suppose your close friend is having a relationship which is not smooth, a rough relationship. Then you can suggest to your friend this technique. You can say this for her sake or for his sake. You can always suggest. But there will be so many people among us who do not believe in such things. Then don't tell this to such people. Tell the people who believe in it. You can give an introduction to somebody, and if that person believes in it, you can teach the rest of the prayer. Otherwise, leave it. Okay, but we can recite it for ourselves as many times as possible. So, as I said about the tamburas, mild music coming out, we always keep reciting this, saying this again and again within ourselves. If this is going to heal all our problems in the mind, then why not we say it? So let us practice this and see. Okay. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. That much is the prayer. Okay. Just try. Try, and when you see some miracles happening in your life, when you see some changes, positive changes happening in your life, you can give it in your comment. I'm very eager to see. Okay, all the best.